Welcome everyone, I'm Patrick. Thanks for joining me today. Today's lesson is just a simple 15-minute basic level yoga class. We're going to need a couple props. I have 2 blankets that I'm sitting on now, and I also have behind me a bolster, a 3rd additional blanket, and 2 blocks. So to get started, let's start in Sukhasana. So take your legs out in front of you, cross at the middle of your shins, let your knees go wide so that your feet are underneath your knees. Now take your hands behind you, press down, and lift your chest. So the key is allowing your legs to relax. If your knee caps are higher than your hip creases, then maybe sit up on an additional blanket or an additional block if you have something at home. This is the best position for your spine, is when your knees are lower than your hip creases. Okay? So from here, roll those arm bones back. Let your chin lift away from your chest and look out on the horizon. Now, when you take your hands off the floor, don't let your chest collapse. Let your legs relax, but keep your chest light and lifted. Bring your palms together at your heart. Let your thumbs rest on your chest and let your eyes close for a moment. Take these first few breaths in and out through your nose, just to cultivate an awareness of your body, your breath, and your mind in this very moment. Without judgment, just allow yourself for the next amount of time to simply be present for your own practice. Let your head bow towards your heart. Bring your palms to your thighs. And re-lift your head above your heart. Take your arms wide into a T. Breathe in. We're going to turn to the right. Take your right hand behind you. Left hand on that right thigh. Keep your chest up. Breathe in. Exhale and turn. And again, breathe in. Lift your chest. Exhale and turn. Good. Unwind. Arms wide in a T. Breathe in. And then turn to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand on that left thigh. Chin up, chest up. Breathe in. Exhale and turn. One more. Breathe in. Exhale and turn. Good. Unwind, arms in a T. Bring your hands to your heart. Palms to your thighs. So whichever leg you have in front, we're going to switch the crossing. So that means put the other leg in front. Same position, Sukhasana. It's probably not the legs that you chose, so it might not be as comfortable as the first side. So just take a moment to let your legs get settled, but then re-lift your chest. We're going to do that same simple twist. Arms wide into a T. Breathe in. Twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand on that right thigh. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale and turn. One more, breathe in. Exhale and turn. Unwind, arms in a T, breathe in, turn to the left. Left hand behind you, right hand on that left thigh, chin up, chest up, breathe in. Exhale and turn. One more, breathe in. Exhale and turn. Good. Unwind, arms in a T, keep your chest lifted, bring those hands to your heart. Palms to your thighs. Excellent. So we're going to start standing now in mountain pose, Tadasana. So let's come up to stand. If you're sitting on anything, move it out to the side. Do that here. So I'm going to use a couple blocks for my standing poses, and I'm going to take my 2 blocks and put them, one on the back right corner of my mat and one on the back left corner of my mat. All right? And then let's start in the middle of our mat, Tadasana. Big toes touch, or if you need a little more space, feet hip distance wide. Okay, your choice. And then palms by your side, chest lifted. Let your fingers touch, elbows lift. Bend your knees, either step wide or jump. Widen your feet, widen your hands. We're going to start in triangle pose, Trikonasana. Turn your whole right leg out. Turn that left foot in a little. Now breathe in, press your heels down, lift your chest, keep those legs straight, reach out with your right arm all the way. Bring that right hand to a block outside your right ankle or your shin. Lift that left arm up. Good. Press those heels down, straighten your legs, and extend your arms fully. If you can, look up at your left thumb. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Press those heels down. Come all the way up. Turn that right leg in. Turn your whole left leg out. Turn those right toes in just a little bit more. Press your heels down, straighten your arms and your legs. Breathe in. Untitled Trikonasana Triangle. Reach out over that left leg. Put your hand on that block outside your left ankle. Press down. The right arm lifts. Re-straighten those legs. And then if you can, turn your gaze up towards that right thumb. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Good. Press your heels down. Come up to stand. Turn that left foot in. Rest your hands on your hips. Roll those arm bones back. Keep your collarbone spread. Eyes out on the horizon. Take your arms wide into a T. Turn that whole right leg out, left foot in. So let's start now with Warrior Two. Breathe in, lift your chest. Bend that right knee until it's over your right heel. Now we'll move into extended side angle. Take your right hand to the block outside your right foot. Press down. Take your left arm, turn your palm towards your head, and extend that left arm right by your left ear. Press your right knee into your right arm. Take a full breath in, lengthen, and if you can, turn your gaze up towards that left arm. And a full breath out. Take that left arm back, stand up, turn your right foot in, turn your whole left leg out, right toes turn in a little, breathe in, bend your left knee first, Warrior Two. Now touch your hand to the block outside your right ankle. Your left knee presses into your arm. Turn that right palm and extend it over your head by your ear. One long line from your right heel to your right fingertips. Breathe in. And if you can, you'll turn your gaze towards that inner right arm. Extended side angle. Take a full breath in and a breath out. Right arm reaches back, stand all the way up, turn that left foot in. Good, rest your hands on your hips, roll those arm bones back now, lift your chest. Take a full breath in and a breath out. Good. From here, fingers touch, narrow those feet, bend your knees, step or jump. Tadasana. So come to the top of your mat now. I'll move my blocks to the side so they're out of the way. And stand in Tadasana. Feet together or hip distance wide. Breathe in, lift your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Breathe out, fold all the way over your legs. Now plant your palms, bend your knees, look back, step back, downward facing dog. One leg at a time, palms down, straighten those arms and straighten your legs. Your head relaxes. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Tap your knees down and just sit back on your heels. All right. So we're going to finish with a restorative pose called Supta Badakanasana, or Reclined Bound Angle Pose. My favorite restorative pose, and that's why we have a bolster and 3 blankets today. And we'll let this pose be our last pose into final relaxation or Shavasana before we come up. All right? So, first things first, I have this bolster. I'll put it long ways on my mat. I'm going to have a blanket as a pillow for my head. So if the blankets are like this, you'll fold one in half, and there's a smooth edge. The smooth edge is going to face in towards your mat, like that. Your other two blankets are going to be rolled up like logs. So I have one here. I'm just going to roll it up, place it one on the left side, and I'm going to do the same thing with my other blanket. I'll open it up. Just make sure you roll them exactly the same, right? And I'll roll this up pretty good. And this one I'll place on the right side, okay? And then I'm going to sit in front of my bolster, not right in front of it, about 2 or 3 inches from the edge. And then I'm going to use my hands and lie back, okay? First, I'm going to use my hands to adjust this blanket if I need to, right underneath my head, so that my chin is tilting towards my chest. And then I'm going to bring my feet together, let my knees go wide. Once my knees go wide, I'll grab my little blankets that are the log shape and pull them in. You want them to support your lower leg and your upper leg completely, okay? Once you're here, let your palms face the ceiling, close your eyes, and we'll be in Supta Badakanasana, this nice restorative pose to wrap up our class. The only thing it requires of you now is to breathe deeply in and out through your nose, especially allowing your exhalations to take over. Let your legs relax. Let your arms relax. Let your abdomen relax. Slow down your breath. For the next few moments, you can stay in Badakanasana or Supta Badakanasana. Otherwise, you'll extend your legs out long, one at a time, and spend the next few moments with your legs straight. You can start to deepen your inhalations and deepen your exhalations, allowing your consciousness to lift back to the surface. When you're ready, bend your legs one at a time. Gently roll to your right side and just rest there for a moment on your upper right arm. When you're ready to come up, let your head be the last thing to come up and find a comfortable cross-legged seat. Bring your hands together Let your eyes close. Bow your head towards your heart, sealing in your efforts today. Go ahead, relift your head. Let your eyes open. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you only had 15 minutes or so to practice, hope today's class was a great way to hop in and use that time to move your body, and hopefully you feel better now than when you started. See you on the mat again soon.